right, Craig in Oklahoma, I'm going to you. And everybody holding. Craig, everybody else has been holding for like an hour. Whatever they want, just get their email, whatever they want, $30 value, InfoWarsStore.com. I'm sending it to them. It's my new rule to make the callers hold. It's why I don't take calls with like 1 day a week, because I just get rolling. Other talk show hosts behind the scenes, not Gavin and others, but people I know are just like, I want to get off here. This is horrible. There's not enough to cover. I've got like 20 incredible clips, hundreds of stories. They're all insane. And I'm not even going to any of them because just talking about the world's so amazing. But I'll be honest with you, as we go back to Gavin McInnes, I feel guilty because I'm so cheerful and happy and not even hyping up. Showdown in North Korea. It's already 1:30 a.m. their time right now in North Korea. They're preparing to test a nuclear weapon and launch missiles at Japan, according to Kim Jong-un's own statements. Trump says if they fire a missile, he'll shoot it down. The North Korea says they'll respond with a nuclear attack on South Korea, Tokyo, Japan, as well as the fleet or armada, as Trump's calling it. And I'm just sitting here calmly going, oh, yeah, hey, yeah, let's go get steaks tonight or whatever. So people think I'm alarmist. I'm being way too calm. We're going back to Gavin McInnes in a moment about this. Speaking of being calm here, they banned us off ad roll. Google's starting to restrict us. The Democrats are openly calling for us to be banned. We had like $3.3 million last year on ad roll. It was money we made to fund the operation. It wasn't profit. It was money we made to then fund this operation. I go out and advertise outside the show to be able to pay for it. And because I've learned they go out for sponsors. Sponsors are fickle, you know, whatever. We have some great sponsors. That's mainly the network. I have my sponsors, and that's you, the American people. And so we're having a Christian, even if you're not Christian, it's politically incorrect to say it, holiday special for Easter of 30 to 40% off water filtration systems, you name it. We've never done 40% off on ProPure gravity-fed systems. Great clean water for your family, your children. Tastes so much better. It actually cuts all the garbage out, the fluoride so much more. That's going to end on Monday. 30% off Brain Force, which we went out and just said, what's the top nootropic out there? Well, let's make it stronger and better and then half price. Because most companies have 7 times markup. We do 100% markup. That should be able to fund us. $20 discounted, 20% more in the bottle. The leading competitor is $60. And it's just not even as good. So there you go. That's why it's such an incredible product and has thousands of reviews out there. So be sure and check it out for yourself. 4.6 review, 3,361 reviews by Power Reviews, third-party site. Look it up for yourself. So it's all there. And listen, Trump's not perfect. You get a Trump is my president shirt. Wear it. It's about political incorrectness, about exercising freedom, meeting like-minded people. I know so many conservative men that are busy working, you know, 2 or 3 jobs and whatever. They're divorced, whatever. They're like, I can't find a good woman or whatever. Or I can't find a good man. You go out and wear a Trump's my president shirt, you will find the like-minded people, or an InfoWars shirt. It's about culture. It's about all of us coming together, not about what color we are, but about freedom and about having shared ideas. So InfoWarsStore.com. We're going to sell out this weekend of the bubblegum flavor, natural flavor, fluoride-free toothpaste. We sold out of the adult. That was our 5th run of it. The biggest firm in the country makes it, and it's amazing. And then we go and private label it with iodine, colloidal silver, but the peppermint was too strong. So the bubblegum flavor doesn't have that. It's about to sell out for children. InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com, or 888-253-3139. Now, Gavin, I want to get into the geopolitical and promise go to Craig here, who's going to get his $30 whatever he wants for holding out this new rule. Just does feel so bad. Talk about compound media. I know I go to a baseball game with my kids or a swim meet or, you know, wherever. And of course, adults watch you too. But it's so exciting that they call me the meme machine. You know, one of the top memes out there. I love being made fun of. You're super popular. That's got to worry the elite. But how does compound media, how do you guys fund yourselves? Because you never come on the air and plug anything. I want a Gavin McInnes book. I want a Gavin McInnes. I want to sell your books. I want to get involved making movies with you. I mean, we need to fund ourselves. We need to be the culture. Hollywood and MSM acts like we're bad if we sell a book or sell a product. Well, what the hell do? They got Prozac ads and, you know, irritable leg syndrome crap that, you know, whatever. So how are you guys funding yourselves?
Well, we're subscription-based here at Compound Media. I also work at The Rebel up in Canada, and that's ads on YouTube. And there's a real crackdown, as you know, on YouTubers and demonetizing them. And it is incredibly frustrating seeing this fake news lies about how Coca-Cola ads are getting stuck on racist videos with the N-word on them. They shouldn't have to do that. And you go, well, that's a myth. You're using it to justify censorship. But The good news is that they can't keep us down anymore. The infrastructure has shattered, and now everyone has a voice. Anyone can make a show, make a video. They can shut down YouTube. We'll always have these subscription services, and it must be incredibly frustrating for them to not be able to control the narrative. I mean, we saw that with the White House press corps when Trump said he's going to move it to a bigger room and bring in guys like Lucian Wintrich, who's, 25 years old, this kid who works at Gateway Pundit. And all of a sudden, Jake Tapper and Chuck Todd don't have the front row seats anymore. And I think that's a metaphor for information in America. All of a sudden, it's available to everyone. And guess what? That's why these millennials are the most red-pilled millennials in 3 generations. They're 15% saying they're conservative, whereas before, my generation and baby boomers, it was like 2 or 3%.
Let's talk about Generation Z.
Got to them.
Generation Z. Millennials are either total cult members or awake. Yep. Generation Z, though, I'm talking like 8-year-old kids everywhere run up to me. I don't know what is going on. What's happening with Generation Z? 8 years old to say 15 years old right now.
Yeah, well, I talked to a kid the other day. I had him on my show. He's 15, and he works near the Coca-Cola factory. I think that's in Idaho. I can't remember. But he said, the students are about half conservative. The parents are like 80% conservative. 100% of the teachers are hyper left-wing and tell us that we can't argue certain comments. I said, well, will you get an F if you write an article on an essay on how great Trump is? He goes, no, I wouldn't be allowed to write it. Like, you have to say what the assignment is. You'd never be able to write that. So I just keep saying to these kids, get an F. Write the assignment that you want, do it well, and get an F. These kids, we have to show education that the free market of ideas is more dominant than your hysterical Marxist dogma.
And then call the newspaper when they don't let you publish it. Call the newspaper when they block you. Make an issue out of it.
Email me with the word education in the subject. I am compiling a massive database of all these PowerPoints that go on in class, all the posters in the hallway. It is way more extreme even than liberal colleges. I mean, high schools have giant banners that say, we need more queer families. Why? These kids are 14.
Imagine if a heterosexual walked into a group of 5th graders and said, I'm going to teach you how to have sex. That'd be called a pedophile.
Yeah.
But as long as it's liberal.
A banner said, we need more white families. I mean, there'd be hysterics. There'd be riots in the streets. They have gone so far left that they've fallen off the deep end. And I think it makes it easy to tell kids, look it up. We're not evil. And it's funny when you talk to these guys about how evil we are and we're Nazis and we want to kill everyone. And you listen to them and you go, that sounds scary, these people. They talk about a Trump's America where the disabled are at risk and gays are hiding in their homes scared of being killed. And you go, Jesus, that sounds horrible. I want to help you fight these people. And then you go, what are we even doing in a country that's worse than Venezuela and Cuba and China? I want to go escape. I want to go I want to go to Venezuela where I'll be safe, because the America you're describing sounds like Babylon. It sounds like Sodom and Gomorrah.
I was about to say, I was on CNN this weekend quite a bit, just looking at it. And they had an article about how Venezuela wasn't that bad, and that was America's fault. And then they had another article about we were bad to North Korea. That's why they hate us. And I'm reading it. It's so... And then MIT came out with a children's book and a textbook on how to teach kids to be communist. So instead of the people that invented the internet now are teaching us how to be communists.
You look up the most dangerous place on earth, and Caracas jumps up. I mean, I don't even think they have plumbing. They just have sewage dripping down the streets. Same with Port-au-Prince in Haiti. And you go, how blind do you have to be to not know that the West is the best? I remember Bernie Sanders, this is an old clip you can find, but he goes, people always use the waiting in line as a reason that communism doesn't work, but at least they're waiting in line to get food. These other countries, there's no lineups to go because there's no food. And you go, what? You mean like America, where I have to decide between 300 different types of coffee every time I go to the grocery store?
And 100 different iPhone cases.
There's too much freedom in America. Shopping's too hard.
It is crazy when every communist system fails and it's still being propped up.
What the aging process is when the cell replicates, we lose a little bit of our telomeres. Telomeres are the little cups on the end of our chromosomes.
And when it runs out, you start dying.
Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com.